Before we get into the tropical features, big thing here. In order to take advantage of getting alerts where you are, if there's rain approaching, if there's warnings issued from the National Weather Service, or if there is lightning detected within a 10-mile radius, you need to have your location services turned on. In order to do that, next to the gear in the top right, click that little upside down teardrop, that location marker, and that is going to allow you to turn on and turn off things. So I have my location all set, and then I also have a secondary location, Mims, Florida, set as well. Now you can set a location in Dayton, Ohio, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and San Francisco, California to keep up to date with weather that's going on across the country with family and friends. You can add as many locations there as you want, and then you can toggle alerts for those locations as you see here. So really cool stuff, really powerful tool there. And you can do a nickname. So it can be like mom's house or grandma's house or Dusty's house if you had a friend named Dusty, things like that. So that's really cool. So I wanted to do that and then make sure within the app itself. And when you download the app for the first time, it's going to ask you, do you want to enable location services? Click yes to that because in addition to setting the location that you want, you're going to have to do that within your phone as well. So it's easy as just to do that. And then by the way, where it says current location at the top here, you can toggle between the two. So I'm currently set for Orlando, and I'm in Orlando, and then you can scroll through all of your different towns that you have up there. There's gonna be different bullet points that go. So it's a really cool feature of the new 6 weather app to stay up to date, to have the all the alerts follow you or a set location or both, like I do. And that's the best way to do it. Okay, so now we're going to get to the tropical section, and I'm going to speed through some of these things first. Where it says hurricane coverage, where you see the whole News 6 weather team here, if you were to tap that, that's going to take you to our hurricane page. And here is where you get the most up-to-date information with stories written by us. And this is also great for, and you see all the stories that we've published here. This is also great for preparedness stuff. You see the county resources. All of this is also on clickorlando.com/hurricane. So that's also there too. So this is like a mini version of the clickorlando.com/hurricane. There's meteorologist Julie Broughton showing you what you must have in your hurricane kit. So you get the picture. This is all of the stories that we write when it comes to the tropics and preparedness and things like that. Then, if you were to click on the Tropics Watch section, this is all of the data coming in from the National Hurricane Center. So you see our image with the Hurricane Center blobs that show the probability of tropical development there right on the top. And then that is their discussion as you were to scroll down. So that's coming in right from the National Hurricane Center as well. So another perspective. We'll scroll right back down again to the other, to the bottom to our hurricane section. If you click on get real-time updates, this is kind of the area where you'd want to see if there's an active storm, because not only are you going to see if there is a storm there, and you see this is when Dexter became post-tropical, still out there, still being updated by the Hurricane Center, but nonetheless, you see Dexter there. These are also the stories, the most up-to-date stories written by us when it comes to the tropics. So a really powerful tool to have to get our take on what's going on from real meteorologists rather than some of the stuff that's out there on social media. And then last but certainly not least, I saved the best for last, because this is where you come in and get to play with the app. So if you go to Tropical Storm Tracker, click that bad boy, that is going to pop up the interactive storm tracking. Now, thankfully, it comes up to the home screen, and there is obviously nothing right here over Florida. We want to keep that nice and clean, but we do have what's left of Dexter out there. So there is the official National Hurricane Center cone, and you can kind of go around the map and see what's going on, and then you can click on different things. So there's all of the information on Dexter, wind speed 58 miles an hour, the date, and then you can go out further and you can see the forecast by clicking on the little icon itself. So you see that the wind speed's actually increasing with Dexter. That's because it's extra tropical and it's going to merge with something. We're going to get into a lot of meteorology if I keep going on that. But just want to show you by clicking on the icon, it's going to give you what the Hurricane Center is forecasting there. The next thing that I want to show you is the little pancake. And it's that little 3-tiered thing that's not the one next to the New 6 weather app, but the one that's kind of over Greenland right now. It's the one that to the left of the sun. So you click on that, and I obviously had the NHC track highlighted, but then you can also put on The infamous spaghetti models. If you want to see the models for yourself as they come in, they're going to update in real time right here. So then we'll click that little down arrow again. And now we have a bunch of stuff going on. So we have the models overlaid, and you can turn the NHC track off if it gets a little convoluted. So that's the thing. You have the power to do that. And you can see all the models with Dexter. And then you might be wondering, what is this little guy down here? This is Invest 96L. So as soon as invests are designated, that's whenever the Hurricane Center runs the spaghetti models, you're going to be able to see that on this interactive map. So even before a named storm, you can get the models here in real time right in the palm of your hand, and they're going to continue to update. So just some really cool tools. And then you can turn the radar on also if you wanted to and see the radar overlaid where we have the national base radar in the United States. So just some really cool things that you can do to get the latest information from us, New 6 meteorologists, and then that you can do yourself to toggle on and off to look at the models and the official National Hurricane Center information and track. Really cool stuff. I highly recommend it. Best free weather app on the market. It's right here in Central Florida. Download the free New 6 weather app.